keep this a little quieter maybe. So I'm going to analyze this Storm match. Hopefully he's around, or we'll check this out later, because it's going to be kind of annoying if I stream without him being able to check it out, but I just felt like doing a stream tonight, and this was a match that came to mind, so I watched this live, I think, when he did this. This was July, so some time ago, but these two characters haven't changed much. I think this was the 3.8 patch, right? July 26th. Is that when... this is the easy way to check when all the patches happen, by the way. Season 3, Eagle, June 27th. Okay, so this was 3.8. And these characters didn't change in 3.9. So this match is basically exactly how it would look today. What is this? Castlevania Dracula X. Let's listen to some Persona music. Persona's always good, right? So yeah, Storm, as you know, really strong Hisako player. I think the best Hisako player. Had sort of a coming out party earlier this year at World Cup where he got second place to Sleep. And has been, I think, one of the cooler guys in the scene to get to know and talk to. He's always positive about the game, always has a really nice outlook. I don't know, in general, I really enjoy my discussions with him and enjoy his interactions that I have on the forums. And I met him at EVO 2016, so we hung out for much of the event. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, really cool guy. And I promised him I would do an analysis of one of his sets. I was originally going to do a set he played against Dayton Tusk, like that, but that would be over a year ago now, and he lost like 10-2, so it probably would only rub salt in his wounds if I talked about that set. Plus, it wouldn't really help anyone because the characters are slightly different now. So yeah, let's not talk about that. Instead, let's talk about this cool 1st to 7 he did with Hologram. And this is directly after the Thunder nerfs, right? So maybe I should keep this up. So this was July. Whoops, July. So it was about a month after the patch notes for this Eagle patch. And this is where Thunder lost. Okay, that means nothing. This is where he lost this wake up property, where he could be thrown out of all of his wake ups now, and where Ankle Slicer didn't Willow Crush immediately. Which means just Thunder has to block or spend meter. So like big deal, just like every other character in the game. And really, he should have been doing this anyway because these moves are not all that great. And then some stuff, and then some stuff about making sure that his instinct or his Call of Sky dash trait was not as strong out of instinct. But people were like, this character is nerfed to the ground. This character can't do anything anymore. How is he supposed to get in on Conra if he frickin' can't do stomp from full screen? And it's like, all right, but just calm your roll for a second. This character is still like incredibly strong. And I don't think any of the real Thunder players, like the good ones, were super crushed by these losses. They weren't super upset about them. So yeah, I don't think Thunder is bad. In fact, I think he's very good. He's like right on the edge of top 5 to me. And I think Hisako is also incredibly strong. So the thing about this match is that Hisako and Thunder are both... So first of all, Hisako can't zone Thunder out. So Thunder usually struggles a bit in super heavy zoning matches. This is not going to be that match. This is going to be super brawly, all in, both characters fighting at close range all the time. So, and both characters have really good command grabs, so you can expect a lot of holding up and a lot of trying to challenge command grab stuff. And that's just the nature of matchups where you have two close range command grab characters going at it. You just have to make those reads. Hisako in general struggles against two things on her wake up. She has actually a pretty good wake up, I think. Parry is a really good option. She has a 3-frame command grab if you get too close and your meaties aren't perfect. Her instinct pop is really, really strong. but she struggles against meaty projectiles and meaty grabs. And Thunder doesn't do meaty projectiles, but he does do meaty grabs really well. And he has a high-low mix-up, which forces Hisako to guess on parry. So you're looking at a lot of... Hisako and Thunder, they're both going to get really mauled when they get knocked down. So who has the better defense is the question of this match. Who can exert their will on offense stronger than the other player? And Storm is very good at using Hisako's dirtiest stuff, and I think Hologram is very good at using Thunder's dirtiest stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Let's maximize this. So yeah, Storm also talks over his stream, so we might have to lower this a bit. But let me know if my voice is not coming through clearly over the rest of the stuff.
And this guy's just like chucking me on my wake up, and I'm just like, what the heck is, how do you throw in this game? Because I didn't even, like, I knew the game had throws, but I hadn't.
Hi Jetstream, how's it going?
I guess. And I was just like, what the heck? So I went to Dust Loop and read up on the properties of throws, and I was just like,
alright, here we go. Hisako versus Thunder on Thunder stage. First to 7. Okay, so right away, this is the opening gambit that a lot of people have. So look at this. This is where they start. 99 seconds. See this big 99 right here? This range is going to be important. And the Thunder is scared because I think Hisako has, slightly better tools with the 3-frame grab here. So he backdashes. He gets out of there, okay? And Storm went for the overhead and right away gets punished. And now the situation's reversed. Storm, oh, look at Storm hold up right there. Low thing. He got hit by 4 attacks and then still hold up. Okay, gets in there. There's a reset. And this is where you have to guess against Hisako, right? So instead of comboing, Hisako can just drop the combo and go high or low or grab, and you're like super stuck. So you have to make like a series of really strong defensive choices to get out of this situation, or combo breaker. Okay, so he loses right away. There's a heavy or medium linker.
The Hologram can break those on, oh crap, he can break mediums on reaction.
Yeah, so Storm's saying that Hologram can break Hisako's medium that on reaction because it has slightly slower startup. That's this startup you see right here. This here. If you are really observant, you can see that that's slightly faster than the heavy version, and you can get that. But that's really tough.
The Hologram can break those on,
oops, man, that could have been really bad. And here comes tick grab, cross up or fake cross up, and they tried to bait. Man, he's gonna get grabbed there too. This is the layered offense of Thunder, right? He can go overhead low on both sides, grab on both sides, or bait any sort of thing with jump or backdash or whatever here, right? This is so hard to defend against. And he's done. Oh wow, he was jumping? Are you serious? So you can see Hologram has already really preferred backdash here. That's the second or third time he's backdashed on his wake up. Man, he's scared. Yeah, I don't blame him for not breaking there. It's whenever you see this heavy wind up double or this heavy double, you really have to watch for the break, because that's so easy for him to hold it and they just lock out. You have to react to the second hit, but I think it's hard. Like, I don't know. People get locked out obviously because it's hard to break consistently. But you can see Hologram is very willing to let this combo rock with the life lead. Okay.
I was really hoping I wouldn't do that.
Hard knockdown. He's gonna get God here. Man, I'm not sure why he didn't just shadow DP. Hisako cannot cancel lights into parry, I'm pretty sure. I think it has to be the mediums. Medium or heavies. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But definitely I would have shadow uppercutted here. Instead he takes a read and he's wrong.
Oh, that sucks.
Man, no punish from Storm. Man, big time scramble. Wow, he got staggered on the wrong side there. He dashed through and he pressed fierce going this way, and Thunder was on the backside and he got staggered anyway. No problem. Doesn't any character with a low and a mid have a high-low parry mix-up? Yes, in a sense, but Thunder's is way stronger because, I mean, every character has a low and every character has a mid, so every character can make Hisako guess on parry. But if you also have an overhead, that means you have to make her guess on block as well. So it's like multi-layered. Thunder's overhead is really good. And that safe jump I was showing you, or that we showed on the knockdown, where he jumped, like, it's really difficult to even tell which side you have to block on. So it's like it's a really difficult mix-up. And in Hisako's case, you would think, oh, I can just guess parry, but it doesn't really work with that consistency, because Thunder also can grab you with empty jump stuff. So you can't really let parry doesn't get you out of those situations without like super hard reads. There it is. So he had to guess break for his life. Well, not guess break, but he tried to break for his life. But that's the danger of those mix-ups. Okay, so this is the Storm special, right? Whenever he finishes with the heavy upwards one, he'll sometimes cancel into Shadow Grab as a late frame trap. And this is like really difficult to stop. However, one of the main things that I think people should be doing is challenging these Rekkas before they come. Okay, so you see this. Okay, this life bar loses. But Hisako is designed as a character to be weak. Like, she shouldn't always get 3 Rekkas on you. Like, a lot of people are just like blocking because they're scared of the mix-up, and the mix-ups are not that difficult to block. So like they're just like, oh, whatever, I'll just let all 3 go and then I'll block it, and then I'll challenge after, or decide what to do later. What the heck is this? Yeah, this is Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah, I knew this. As soon as I said what this was, I knew what it was. Yeah, I know where this plays. This is a good song. Let's get some... Oh, this song is amazing. I used to listen to this song. I had never played this game, but I came across this while I was listening to this. I just let this playlist go at work or whatever, and I came across this song. This song's amazing. You probably won't be able to hear it too well while I'm talking about the stream, but give this a listen later. You can search for Waterworld Diving. Really good song. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, a lot of players let Hisako get 3 Rekkas for no reason. And what they really should be doing, you don't always want to challenge in between the Rekkas because she can frame trap you. But if you have a fast DP that Hisako can't parry, like Shadow Grab for Thunder, I think you should just do it. It's got good enough range to catch like even max range pretty much, or very close to max range Rekkas. So Thunder's without meter here. Okay, it looks like he just barely got the meter, but if I had the meter earlier, those are the situations where I would think about DPing in between the Rekkas. Okay, oh man, he's mashing back dash. He's trying to get out of there. But there's another reaction break. Wow. That's so far. He reacted to dash with this. He had planned to just sit here until Storm lost patience. Man.
Wow, that's far.
But Storm thought he was going to dash out of range, and
So far.
still no dice.
I tried to
Man, there's a good parry. This is the empty jump mix-up I was talking about, right? So Thunder gets the world after this command grab. He can do, like I say, he can take a step forward and then do this really ambiguous jump fierce. And depending on when he jumps, he can also land in front or back if he wants to do empty jump. And he can land and do command grab. So like, it's really hard. But he jumped early so that he could do empty jump overhead, which I think is a sick mix-up because so many people are not getting out of that. But somehow Storm parries high here. I'm not sure why he did, but he got it to work.
Oh, that was supposed to be down HP. I missed the button.
Man, and now he's going to get mixed.
Literally. That's so frustrating.
Here's the mix. Man, he whiffed on purpose. Yeah, okay. This is a mix-up where you whiff on purpose. So that you bait parry or something like that. He still gets the scramble in his favor. Yeah, I think he's gonna win. Yeah, Storm's holding the hell out of up right there. This man is holding northwest, as the Yipes would say. Heavy, no break. Wow, that's a good link. Medium, no break. Now he has to survive this mix-up. See, there's Shadow Grab, right? Or not Shadow Grab, Shadow Uppercut. Shadow Uppercut's a punish on this. And it blows through all follow-ups. and the only way she can prevent it is by like early canceling parry and taking like the super big gamble. So this is a free punish for him. This music's sick, eh? This is a really good track. So yeah, I think I don't know who wins this game, but Thunder gets out of the situation for free with this meter. Well, that was a good dash. Ultra, yeah. This is a really good dash. This dash is invincible from frame 1, so definitely a really strong play by Hologram there.
That's frustrating. I'm so mad I missed the button.
Yeah, Storm was talking about he was mad that he missed he tried anti-air with crouch fierce and got parry by accident. So it cost him the game, he thinks. Wow. So there's the mix-up that, again, these situations will come up so often because these characters will be point blank at like neutral frames so often because that's exactly where they want to be. So the situation is that you have to be really good at the wheel of options here. There's lots of different things you can do as both characters. And this is, again, why I like KI as a fighting game, right? Because you're not just limited to block or V-reversal or whatever. Oh, sick. I forgot this part of the song. Man, this song is so good. Why is it in this random SNES game? This is a SNES song. This sounds like a PS2 era song, doesn't it? The instrumentation is so advanced. This sounds like a dungeon from like Dark Cloud 2 or something, you know what I mean? How is this song on the Super Nintendo? Man, that's rad. Alright. So yeah, I was saying you have to be really good at the wheel of options here for these two characters. Actually, what's the next song gonna be? That's not. Oh yeah, Chrono Cross, Phoenix Wright. Okay, we're good to go for the next little bit. Oh yeah, Chrono Cross battle music. We're in there. Hey, Sajam, how's it going? Hey, you're not a mod on my channel. Do I have any mods on my channel? I literally have no mods. How do you mod someone? Oh, you click this button, hey? Okay. There you go. You're my first mod, Sajam. So yeah, like I was saying, games that promote lots of really interesting decisions at close range, I find them really interesting. And I find like if the defender has too many options and the offense has fewer, or like it's the other way around where the defense just has nothing to do but block and just hope they survive, I find those games less interesting. But KI has so many interesting options for reversals and like backdashes and, you know, fast command grabs and shadow counters and all sorts of things, right? So you're not just stuck to like hold this pressure. The pressure has to be dynamic, and your defense has to be dynamic. So that's why I like matches like this that are close range brawling. They're not just like random. They have a lot of scrambles, but the player with the better situational awareness and defense will win those scrambles. All right. So there's one option is the parry. Man, oh, he did the counter break too early. The idea is perfect, but Storm was already committed to a guess. And yeah, there's the revenge break. Whenever you get away with situations like this, like these situations where you're just like, geez, my opponent must be so frustrated right now. That's where you do like delayed linkers and stuff. You want to try and catch their revenge break. So here's the revenge break for sure. He's 100% revenge breaking. And Storm gets a really good exchange out of it. Takes the mix up here. That's a nice block, but he's still 0 there. If you do the delayed fierce cross up Rekka, you're 0 when you land. So a 3-frame command grab. Oh man, that's tough. You gotta like backdash or jump. You can't press the button here. Knockdown. Okay, let's Wrath regenerate. Does it again, and he challenges with counter hit. And you can hear Storm's frustration here. He said, because he knows that he was 0 there, and he had an opportunity to win, but he got counter hit anyway. Heavy linker not broken. Reset into grab.
I just don't know when I'm supposed to hold up and when I'm not.
Storm says, I don't know when I'm supposed to hold up and when I'm not supposed to hold up. Because command grab characters are strong. Man, can we talk about Phoenix Wright for a second? This game series is the sickest of all time. I'm a super huge Phoenix Wright fan. I played all the games, downloaded all the soundtracks. Man, this is some good music right here. Alright. If you haven't played Phoenix Wright, it's on iOS and Android now. You definitely need to play these series. Super, super good. One of the best new gaming franchises in the last like 10 years or whatever. Can't come highly enough recommended from me. Alright, there's a small bit of, oh man, I love this because you can see Storm's like, okay, I'm out. He's like, phew, I survived the onslaught, he didn't command grab me, he didn't do overhead, I'm out of there. And then he does this to like, you know, stay at around this range, and what does Thunder do? Wha-boom! You thought you were good. You were hanging right around the edge of a range you were happy with. You're like, okay, this is fine, right? What's gonna happen to me? Slaboosh. And here comes the mix-up again. You're not out. Man, that was a hold-up moment from Storm. Man, I would have gotten hit by that too. And of course. And he spends a meter to maybe kill? No. Alright. I'm on case 4 of Spirit of Justice, loving it. Dang. Snap, when you get through that game, you have to talk to me. Find me on Gmail and talk to me about that. Because I really want to hear your opinion of the final case in that game. Alright? Definitely talk to me about that game. What's this? Blue Dragon? I never played Blue Dragon. Actually, I know Snap played Blue Dragon. This song sounds pretty cool. I have to get out of the vocals there. Anyway, I was going to say one thing here about... oh, you didn't play Blue Dragon? Dang. You played Eternal Sonata. That's what you played, right? Yeah, not Blue Dragon. Those came out like around the same time, and I keep getting them mixed up in my head. So this is a really common... Storm will very frequently do this.
I just don't know when I'm supposed to hold up and when I'm not.
I'm going to expose Storm's habit here, okay? This is something I've even told Storm to stop doing, and he's like, yeah, I know I do it, and I know it's not as good, but he does it every time anyway. Whenever he does delayed heavy auto double, somewhere around here. So here he baits the lockout with the delayed heavy auto double. He will always, well, I shouldn't say always, he will 95% of the time do heavy linker after this. There it is, 1, 2, 3, no problem. This is just a button muscle memory for him. And it's really bad, not only because it's easy to break, and it's like a habitual break you can do against him, but it's because he loses the time on the lockout. He doesn't maximize his own damage. What you should think about when you're going for lockout baits, okay? When you go for lockout baits in this game, what you should be thinking is, okay, if I get broken, then he read my bait or whatever, and I'll accept being broken. If he doesn't break me, if he locks out, then I have to maximize, I have to be prepared for the lockout to come, and I have to maximize what I get out of it, okay? So the way you do that is by doing heavy auto double delay, Okay, so right here, Storm can confirm this. He can see that this happens, and he should be doing light linker here, right? There's no reason to do heavy auto double here, or heavy linker, because it only wastes the reward that you get for your successful bait here. Okay, man, this song is a little contemporary for me. Let's move on here. Oh, sick! Super Mario RPG. Oh, I love this soundtrack. Storm's in here. Nah. Storm, in case you missed earlier, I think you're the homie. This is all. You'd kick my ass any day. This is just, we're talking about ways for you to see when you lock out and not do heavy linker all the time. Yeah, and I know I've talked to you about this actually in like private message sometime, and you understand the reasons too. So it's not like you're oblivious to it or anything. It's just that sometimes in the heat of the moment, your muscle memory goes back to heavy linker. But definitely, yeah, this lockout means that you can confirm and immediately go into your like counter breaker punish basically, right? But take a look at what happens, right? Because of the heavy linker, he has to give up here. He loses at least a medium auto double at the end here, and this. That would have been enough to help with the kill, right? So his decision lets Thunder live, and he probably pops Instinct here. No, okay, he gets away with it. But this definitely could have cost him at least this much life or more. So it was not a trivial decision. There's the Instinct, he's going to get him. Man, what a smart decision. That was a low crush. He sees the low move and does a low crush instead of uppercut for the combo. And he resets with throw, that's an interesting choice. I think resets, whoa, that's a big red, let's pause it a little later. I think resets in KI are super good. They are always really strong because you're constantly thinking about breaking, and it's really hard to think about both resets and breaking at the same time. If you think too much about resets and you try to autopilot your breakers, then you become really open to counter breakers because your habits become really easy to tell. So I love that, even though he could have probably done one chance into linker here, or one chance into ender and killed.
I had already committed to the defense.
The ender, or the reset keeps Storm thinking. Like, he's thinking to himself, what do I have to do to stop this guy's offense? And it keeps him on edge. Alright. Nice overhead. And that was probably a drop combo. Yeah, he even said he dropped it. He's going to get broken, yeah, for sure. 100%. This is a 100% break. Because he doesn't fall for this for the first time. And I think a counter breaker would have been like a dagger in Hologram's heart here. But Storm was ready to let this one rock. No shadow counter. Yeah, and that's really hard to avoid. Here's a mix-up. Okay, he does go with high parry here. So high parry beats both cross-up and non-cross-up, right? So this high parry is a perfect defense to this cross-up, but it does not beat empty jump grab, and it does not beat empty jump low. So Thunder has a lot of options to deal with this, but Storm does predict correctly here. Climax says, resets in KI are vital to stay relevant at higher levels of play, I think. A lot of combo shit is more breakable than it seems at lower levels. But breaking becomes very hard with good resets. Yeah, I agree to an extent. I didn't agree that resets are incredibly strong. Particularly because of the KI system that gives you double damage on your first hit. So like, you can kill people with resets really fast in this game. I actually think that stuff is a bit more breakable than it seems at lower levels, but I don't think you have to do resets to become a strong high-level player. Like, you should, don't get me wrong, but if you can play the combo game really well and beat players. It involves a lot of counter breaking, and it involves a lot of heavy auto levels, I think. But a lot of people are like super scared of being broken because they don't trust their neutral. See, let me get this off my chest, right? People are like, there have been people who have been saying that the Season 3 change to combo breakers that put you back in neutral instead of a knockdown was bad for the game because it leads to a lot of neutral game scrambles instead of like controlled set play situations on the ground. And even in Season 2 where you only got soft knockdown off breakers, there was set play there. Because some people get guaranteed meaties, and guaranteed meaties lead to mix-ups. So But a lot of people are like, man, if I'm over here and my opponent's over here, he's just gonna do cold shoulder at me, or he's just gonna do like Tusk Stand Fierce. What am I supposed to do to stop it? You can't stop it because your neutral's bad. Like maybe you should have better neutral reads and do the like compete in the game. You're always complaining that KI has bad or has no neutral, bad neutral. Maybe it's just your neutral's bad. Maybe you should focus on these neutral game situations that can come up just from walking around. So yeah, that's my take on that. So okay, so Storm takes the mix-up correctly. Another reaction medium break from Hologram. This is about as slow as this match is going to get. So Storm dashes in here, and you can see he's happy to be at full screen. He dashes in with a medium, dashes in with a fierce, gets out of there. He's like, I can't compete with this guy's, I don't want to be in that range where I can't walk around. So he tries to take one shot, backs away, and this is about as long as you'll see these two guys from full screen. And then a dash comes in and solves this problem. And now someone's going to immediately die here. One chance in the wall splat. Command grab. Here's the mix-up for Storm's life. He's going to pop Instinct though for sure. Yeah. And you could see Hologram fake the meaty, right? This is a meaty fake because he knows Storm is popping Instinct 100% of the time, and he does not want to be put in a situation where Storm gets a free combo on him, right? Hisako's Instinct is really powerful because this pop means he can always react to throw, overhead, or low with parry or command grab and get a combo in all situations. So Thunder does not want to be in a situation to force himself to guess break for his life, right? So instead he stakes the meaty, then backs out of there. Okay, now he can win the neutral, but he doesn't. Oh yeah, that's for sure a break. Get him. Oh, yeah, you got him. Yeah. This was Storm swinging. As soon as he committed to this Rekka, he knew he was in big trouble. He had to descent cancel, and that was really good awareness from Hologram to get him at the end. But this situation was resolved because Hologram made a good decision on Storm's wake up here to not put himself in a situation where he would be the one to be forced to guess, right? Instead, he makes Storm. Remember, Hisako's Instinct does not really help him in neutral. Like, Hisako is not more powerful in neutral because he has Instinct popped, unlike other characters. So he forces Storm into sort of like this bad situation where he has to take swings. And with good reactions, Hologram wins that round. Hi, Sad Flump, how's it going? And Fun Cochler 0. Hopefully I said that name right. Alright, so that was good, I think, by Hologram. Storm is probably berating himself a little bit on side for like some bad decisions in the neutral there, but I think that was smart by Hologram. Man. So this is tough. I think Hisako has a really good answer to this DP stuff. You can parry this on reaction. I think this is kind of a risky mix-up on Hisako. It works out for Storm or for Hologram here, but I don't think it'll work long term. Man, look at that delayed auto double. He caught him at the very end of this linker with a lockout. Man, not a good combo though. He could have killed him. Yeah. Man, what did he beat? He beat a meaty here. Yeah, he beat low short. Maybe the low short was too early. It maybe looked too early to me. Like it was past its active frames. What is this? Grandia main theme? Conquer's Bad Fur Day. This is a good song, but it's 8 minutes long, so I don't know if I could do that. What do we got here? Let's find something. Hey, Balrog's theme. Actually, I love this song. Actually, we'll let it get there. Let's do Balrog's theme and it'll come down to that. Yeah.
I almost had full wrath. That's how badly I'm doing.
So, sorry, I forgot what I was saying here. So he misses the meaty timing or something, and he gets hit with the wake up grab because he probably thinks command grab is coming or something, you know. That's the first non-break, and there's heavy linker again. Stormy, gotta stop that. There's a gas break from and Shadow.
I get intelligent.
Man, that was definitely a miss.
Oh,
And
wow, no ender again.
yeah, and Storm says no ender. That was definitely like 3 execution mistakes in a row. It might cost him this life bar. Yeah, it cost him the life bar. Man, Hologram. He knows Storm is dashing. Like, Storm is not walking to him. So he just walks in and is like, what are you going to do about it? And then, like, as soon as he sees dash, just boom. It's a good reaction. I don't know. What is he doing? Why would he pop instinct here? That's really puzzling to me. I don't understand that one. He's wasting instinct for no reason, and he can use this in neutral a lot more effectively as a pop. Alright, dashes through, command grab. Set up. Oh, no parry. Okay. I think... Yeah, and he died to the hit there. He was dead. He probably tried to break, but it doesn't matter because once you die to the hit, you can't break. But I feel like Hologram really gave away a lot of life here. Yeah, it was definitely some weird execution flubs there.
Oh gosh.
Talking about unblockable custom combo in Alpha 2, yeah. So I'll do this every single time I do this stream. I like to promote my own things, right? So ki.info.net is my wonderful guide. Everybody probably knows this. If you're viewing this channel and you don't know about this, go check this out. But I recently did, not recently, I guess it's a couple months ago now, I did a fighting words blog with a friend, and I talk about all the bugs in fighting games, like all the famous ones. This is a pretty long blog, so go through it, at your own leisure. But I talk about custom combo, I think it's here, the 4th page. No, it must have been the 3rd page. Yeah, this one. So this situation comes up in Alpha 2. If you weren't blocking before a custom combo freeze, you could not block low. You just couldn't block low afterwards. So this situation right there, you saw? So right here, this freeze pop means Guy was not blocking low before the freeze. He is guaranteed to get hit by a low attack here. This is unblockable low. And it kills him. So yeah, bugs in fighting games, crazy. If you want to learn more, go read my blog. HyperX ads, why did you close that? Good question. Buy the HyperX headset, $50, gives you the best quality for the price. And I happen to know somebody who's well affiliated with HyperX, so... Anyway, yeah, back to this. I even forget what was happening. Let's back up. This is the strength of Hisako Instinct Pop.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, a bunch of flubs there from Storm, but that's okay. But as soon as he pops Instinct, if he sees this character do anything, he has an automatic counter to it. So he can press the parry button high, low, or command grab if he is in throw range, and he's throwing. So this is a free combo for Storm. Alright.
Oh, I dropped it.
Man, he stuffed Shadow something here. You can see the Thunder has 1 bar here, and he soon will have 0 bars.
Oh, I dropped it. A lot of drops.
Not sure what he stuffed. Probably Shadow Grab. Alright, he's out of there. Man, he could lose really quickly here. Loses the reset game and holds up for his life. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for holding up here one bit.
Oh boy.
But he says, oh boy, because he knows he got away with it. Alright, so that makes it 2-1. Back when KI didn't have cheesiness at all, and everything was a battle of pure will and footsies. Yeah, Storm knows the lore. Season 1 is all footsies. Season 2 was all footsies. Season 3, total bullshit, right? Yeah. We got you. Water loves those meaty unblockables after a breaker in S1, yeah. So Glacius got to meaty Every time you combo broke you, he got an unblockable. No problem. Footsies. Zoning. Alright. And again, oh, did he jump? Yeah, he did an air move here. This is, he doesn't have meter, but this is the exact same situation that's happened a bunch, where, yeah, and this is DKC2. This rocks. This song's rad. This situation has come up a lot, right? Hisako's at full screen, and Hologram over here is scheming. He wants to pick off this dash, but he doesn't have Shadow, so he doesn't have the fast version of his command grab. He has a slow version. So it's probably too slow to catch dash and reaction. So instead he tries to pick him off with a button, and Storm jumped because he was not about to be in the command grab range. Okay, good. Dash under, punish, yeah. One chance, good throw attack. Couldn't block cross up. And another reset. Another reset, yes. Storm is holding up. You can see him because he's holding up. Storm, just sit there for a sec. Ah! Yeah, and yes, of course. This is what I love. This is why I love Killer Instinct. Okay? I love that characters can do this to you. Look at this life bar, right? Hisako has like, I don't know, 80% of her life right now. Okay, reset. Storm is impatient on defense here because he's scared. He does not want to deal with command grab. He guesses wrong in the low. He was holding up that whole time, and you can see he got hit airborne out of his jump there. There he tried to challenge, and Storm is so incredibly frustrated that he's been hit by 75 consecutive resets that he breaks the very first possible thing that he can because he is so panicked to get out of the situation, right? But because KI lets you put your opponents in the situations like this, like you can frustrate your opponent in like 500 different ways. And you can capitalize on that frustration in 500 different ways. And this is such a good capitalization by Hologram. Because he knows 100% Storm is so pissed off because he got hit by all these resets and he lost his huge life lead that he had. That he was looking to get out at, he was so focused on getting out at the first opportunity. So Hologram lays like the perfect trap here. Boom, boom, got him. And you can even hear Storm's sad in the background. He's like, man, that was all resets. But yeah, I love that about KI. It's super fun to put your opponent in those situations. But it's not random, right? People are like, man, counter breakers, they're random. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes blah, blah, blah. Like, sometimes I do it, and like the guy does it like a frame early, so I'm late, and it doesn't work. But like, it's because you're not actually thinking about your opponent's state of mind. If you put yourself in your opponent's state of mind, then what you can do is stuff like this, right? You become so much stronger of a player when you can read your opponent's actions before he knows what he's about to do. And KI's psychological warfare is so strong that it's really easy to do that in this game, if you're ready for it. The bad thing is I actually know what sequence you're talking about, says Storm, who is, I think he's unable to watch the stream, but maybe just hear the audio because of internet problems. So yeah, Storm says I got mixed to all hell and then counter broken. Yeah, exactly. So he knows that without even seeing, he understands what happened. So yeah, but don't, like, I'm not trying to say that Storm sucks, because like frickin' everybody who plays this game knows how that feels. Right? You get hit by a bunch of stuff and then the guy does heavy auto double, and before you can even think to yourself, man, should I break this or not? Is this a bait or not? You just like press it because you're mad. Your hands just go to those buttons and press them, right? And to have the control to not do that is really, really difficult, right? And KI puts that question in front of you. Will you have the patience? Will you not have the patience? And if you don't have the patience, then you get dunked. How about McKids? I'm not sure I'm about this. Oh, frickin' Devil May Cry 3 Cerberus Battle. I'm all about this, though. This song is super sick. I'm a big fan of this song. It's got a really solid bass line. Probably can't hear it too well on the stream, but that's okay. So let it go.
Can I get a dash forward into that, please?
Whoa.
It would have worked the first time.
Alright. Wow, he broke medium there? Are you serious? Heavy is the obvious one here, but man, medium break. That was a good read by Storm. Alright. This is where Thunder has to... Okay, Thunder guessed with non-invincible DP here. And in this patch it's throwable, so it doesn't even beat command grabs. It probably beats overhead though, the instant air rekka. So I think this is an option he has to represent in his wheel. It just worked out this time. Storm got counter hit, so his meaty wasn't perfect. And here's Instinct Pop from Storm. This is a free combo. What? That was the fake meaty. I was wrong. Man, that's really good. Man, that was good hesitation from Storm to not break though. I would have probably broken. I love the idea from Hologram. This counter break is really good. But you know why I love this even more? Is that Storm had the patience to not break, or maybe he was just so mentally overwhelmed that he couldn't think about breaking in the right time there. But this was a shot at Storm's entire life bar, right? Right, so we got Thunder has very little life. He wins the game if he's right. And he's not even punished because Storm is so... his brain is so flooded with information. So it was a totally free shot at his life bar. Like, it's so... Counter breaks are so good in this game. You can't always expect that your opponent will punish you for max damage. In fact, they'll often punish you for 0 damage. Man, there's fake high into empty jump low. Like, this is... How do you defend against this? Into tick command grab? This guy is just getting mixed. Yeah, and what do you do? I don't know. Just get hit. And this character's not bad, right? This character's living. He's doing all right. Hey Swordsman, how's it going? You want Virgil and Marvel Infinite? I'm not sure tons of people agree with you. A lot of people have nightmares of that character still. Alright. Back to the match. I like the break. That's good. He's going to build the Wrath back or do the... Yeah, he builds the Wrath back. Hey, he doesn't even build the Law back though, but that's okay. He turns that 0 on block situation into a 3-frame grab. And that's... As a Hologram, you have no choice but to either jump or backdash there. Like, nothing else will work. Yeah, that's from the front this time. That was a good break by him, though. I think that was probably a guess. That wasn't a reaction from Hologram that time.
Wow, really?
Overhead from super far range. Man, he tried to reset with stand heavy kick. Was this an input mistake? I'm not sure what that was. What was going to beat there. Maybe we'll call it an input mistake. Shadow grab? Yeah, he's got him. Reset? Or... Man, what a... Man. I wouldn't have blocked this for sure. But the parry got him out of it. Medium break again. Storm really likes medium, eh? I don't blame him. Medium is probably the strongest option you can go for in a combo. Sorry, hang on. What do we got here? Zelda 2. Yeah, this is good. Maybe a little too sharp for me right now, though. What do we got? Let's go with Final Fantasy X. Yeah, so medium is as a linker and like an auto double is a pretty good choice. It's like it's reactable most of the time. Medium doubles are pretty reactable. Medium linkers are tough to break on reaction, so your opponents will mess up a lot and be forced to guess. And they do pretty good damage, and they're, you know, you get lots of time to confirm on lockouts, so I think they're pretty good choices. But if you notice your opponent is guessing medium a lot, that might be an opportunity to counter break or switch to light. Grabbed. Fake? Man, he just... Yeah, he didn't want to get put in the... Okay, yeah, stuff. He didn't want to get put in this situation, again, with the instinct pop, right? He didn't want to get... He would rather take the mix-up after. He lost the mix-up, but I like the choice either way. Looks like this is Storm's game, though. Shadow DB. Man, he must think that Storm is going to descent cancel this on reaction to the instinct pop, but it was still Shadow DP there. That was a guess. Shadowed. Oh man. No DP.
I feel like man grab or low.
And that was him guessing medium. So both players dropped the ball here. Storm tried to do a jab into Ultra and got the jab didn't combo, so it reset into command grab, and he got shadow counter because he tried to guess break medium and was gonna. They were both wrong, and they both, whatever happens happens here, but they were both wrong. Yeah, Storm is laughing about that because it was kind of a spaghetti moment.
All kinds of bad.
Heavy break, not broken by Storm. I like the patience there. And this is what I think high level play in KI has to be. You have to not break everything on reaction. Like you watch players like Nikki, and Sleep, and someone even like maybe Damien. They break a lot, and I think it's a style that's effective for them, but it has an obvious counter, of course. But it shows that they are, I think, slightly impatient on defense. And sometimes if you let things rock and break a little bit more impatient or a little bit more infrequently, I think it's better overall for your defense. Constantly guess breaking and like wanting to get back to neutral or wanting to apply your own offense is, I think, a sign of unstable play. I think it's a sign that, or it's a play style that cannot be stable long term. Man, empty jump overhead on the cross-up side is just high parried. Yeah, and Storm says he dropped the combo here, for sure. He did not want to do... Man, every other character just gets hit there, right? Storm, or Hisako's defense isn't so bad. Storm definitely didn't want to do heavy auto-double into light link, or light manual link. He definitely wanted to do a linker there. Oh, and he tried to anti-air, and he's going to get dunked. You could definitely hear Storm's frustration. This is supposed to be Crouch Fierce anti-air. First of all, he gets counter hit because he was a little late. And then he guess broke lights because you could see him whiff grab here. So he was mashing light. And then, yeah. But yeah, definitely Storm, you can see his frustration there with the drops. Oh. I love the stare down. Hologram knows that this is Storm's instinct. This is Storm's wake up, right? This is his one free wake up per game. But he doesn't use it right away, instead he waits. So both players stare down for a second, and then out of nowhere he pops because he's expecting a poke or something. But he hasn't bitten yet either, right? And then they both swing with something because it's like they both make the read on high-low, or he's going to make the read on command grab. These situations are cool. I like them. Storm wins out though. Another guess break from Hologram. No, that was a good scramble. Man, that was supposed to be DP, I think. Well, that was good. Oh, I mean, not good. I think that was supposed to be medium. I don't think he meant to do that on purpose, because Hologram knows that this is not a real thing against Instinct Hisako.
I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, and Storm says he should have seen that coming because medium break, I think, is pretty obvious here, and it's been a trend for. And while he was talking about his frustration, he got hit by the cross up where he could have just parried. What do we got going on here? Tetris Type A. Chrono Trigger. Suikoden. Yoshi's Island. Banjo Tooie. Okay, we'll let this rock for a bit. Turn it down a bit, maybe. Alright. No, that was good. Alright, he's won the life bar. But again, heavy linker from Storm. You see that? This is 3 for 3 on these heavy linkers. Definitely, it's just a muscle memory thing for him. Good guess. Not gonna punish. Oh, he did punish. Punish? No punish again. Oh, that was such a good read by Hologram. He reads. Storm has not done this tick into delayed command grab setup for a while. So he reads that Storm's frustration means he needs to start opening people up, right? So he's like, he goes with the hardest of reads. He picks heavy command grab, which is throw invincible. So it was exactly a read on exactly that situation because it beats nothing else. I don't even think it's fast enough to punish straight up because that upward swing at the end, I think it's only -10, -11, and heavy command grab is like 18 or something. So it's just basically a straight up, you were doing exactly this and I'm taking my max damage reward for this. Punish? Okay. Tick.
Low.
Yeah, he guessed low, he said. Was wrong. Man, he stuffed something there. What did he stuff? Why did he glow? Huh. He must have accidentally done Call of Sky. That's the only reason why he would glow, right? Maybe he tried to do command grab, and yeah, that's my guess. This is breakable. Okay, you didn't get it. So, in case you don't know, KI has a 3-move rule, right? So you can break openers if it's the third unique move in a sequence. So basically, it only happens if you link 2 normals together. It happens in some other situations, but if you link 2 normals together, for example, on a counter hit combo, then you can break the opener. So this is what happens to Storm here. He got counter hit, and then that second one was a link, so it was 2 hits, and this is the 3rd hit. So this sequence of moves is breakable, and you can like react for sure to the last hit on like low, medium, or high. And he did the overhead medium.
I dropped it again.
Man, Storm is having some execution mistakes here. Definitely can see his frustration. Get him. There's a good punish. Reset low, overhead. Okay, got him. There's heavy. Yeah, that one's for sure seeable. Man, and he got him again.
I'm pretty sure that caught my outstretched limb.
And that DP was not breakable because it killed.
But yeah, the big story right
Paul says I've never really liked that rule when it comes to counter hit confirms. Yeah, I agree. It was originally designed to deal with a different problem, but I mean it's all right. I wish more characters had counter hit confirms or would use counter hit confirms in general. But I mean it's whatever. You can use all 3 strengths of special move there. I think it's sort of just unique to Hisako and Orchid where they kind of have a seeable version.
like all those weird combos that you see.
I mean I don't know. It's whatever. I don't think it really comes into play that much.
Crap like that, those are all props.
In fact, I kind of like that it doesn't come into play too much because otherwise it'd be really hard to explain the breaker rules to a new player.
Yeah, he was still in block stun there. So gotta do something.
You get broken on opener ragged edge from counter hit confirm. You can do other combos though, right?
Wow, that.
You don't have to always use ragged edge. Man, how do you stop this offense, right? Thunder is such a good character.
Wow, that.
That overheads from so far. These resets are so hard to stop because you have to hold up, but holding up is just as bad as not holding up. And then he beats the instinct pop, and yeah,
That's really good for him because he knows that.
that's really good. And now he's gonna waste out instinct as much as he can. One more, and it's okay.
Hands at a range where.
So Storm gets nothing out of his first instinct. Man, he pressed crouch fierce because he expected jump, and it somehow also beat dash. He got counter hits, which means he tried to press the button at the end there. That was a really good DP and an even better counter break because I feel like this must be Storm is very. We saw it earlier, right? He broke one of these juggles, and I said, "Wow, why did he pick medium?" It's because Storm, I think, is quite ready for a lot of these situations. I actually like that Storm tries to break Stomp. I'm guessing he probably guessed heavy here. I quite like that Storm is willing to break here because it means that he doesn't have to deal with all the Thunder damage off of DP, right? So like a lot of people are like just watching Thunder stomp him into the ground a whole bunch and they take like 30% or more. And Storm is not about that life, right? I like that about his game, but I especially like that Hologram has played Storm enough to know that counter break is a great idea here against Storm. So I love it because does he win the life bar? No, not quite. Shadow, he switches sides so that he can keep him in the corner. That's super sick. And he gets super meaty. Man, it wasn't meaty?
So that's something he really likes to do. It's a nice little whip.
Huh, so Storm says he looks like Storm knew about that setup. That it was a fake meaty. Low. Oh, I could have confirmed there. That's heavy. No break. Yeah, I guess there's no reason for him to break here. It's fine. He has at least 2 instinct pops to win. He's got him. No. I don't know why he did that. If he didn't see something, maybe he thought he saw something because of the the way the ground was animating sand spraying up. But I'm not super convinced. Hologram's in any trouble here. Storm says, I can use this time to calm down. You can tell that he is frustrated at his execution drops. Probably just rust that he hasn't played in a while. And obviously, Hologram's in no rush here. He has 1 meter. He's just going to wait for dash and shadow grab. Oh, he tried probably. He was ready for it, but I mean, he has to do it again. He's just going to keep popping this dash buff. And as soon as he dashes, it's going to be grab, right? You can see him pumping. Watch him pump. Looking to pump here. Down, down. He's pumping. He's pumping grab. As soon as he sees it. Man, okay. Oh, he went with dash. I feel like he was ready, right? But he didn't do... Is he going to let it rock? Oh my goodness. No meter spent? You have to spend 1. Storm, you have to spend 1 here, bud. You have 2, right? Gotta do your 1 meter there, I think. I'm not sure you're gonna be using these 2 meters. Get him? Oh no, Shadow Wrecker. Shadow Wrecker was the super obvious choice here. Oh, he's got him. Oh man, Storm even says I'm really salty. Yeah, I don't blame him for being salty there. He thought he was in range for stand heavy kick, but I don't think you can take the risk here. You just have to press. You have to do your strongest, farthest reaching opener. Poor Storm. Paul says, I played Hologram a bunch. I'm not sure what beats his playstyle. His mix-up and damage are so strong. Yeah, Hologram's a really smart player. I've really enjoyed watching him play when I've seen him run into players online and stuff. I think he's really good. If you're wondering when the 3-hit rule thing happened, it was implemented at the start of Season 2, but it was inconsistently applied across the cast until about the Hisako patch, I want to say, when they sort of standardized a couple characters who got away without the 3-move rule. So it was really only in the game at near the end-ish of Season 2, starting going forward. Alright. Yeah, so Storm is definitely feeling the frustration of some drop combos and some execution mistakes. Nobody likes getting hit by execution mistakes, right? It's really frustrating. Man, that's a really nice delay manual. Definitely, Hologram was not about trying to break that. Get him. 1 more heavy auto double. Got him, yes. Builds the Wrath back. That setup is hard to get out of. Okay, nice. The setup with the delay, the walk. If you walk for 1 step with Hisako, this is a setup that I put in my guide, I think. If you walk 1 step, 1 boom, and as soon as she puts her leg down, I'll pause it if I can. So watch her front leg here. As soon as this leg touches the ground, you jump. And this setup is super ambiguous. He goes for empty jump grab there, but you can make that super hard to block.
He broke that on the very tail. Oh, where was the counter?
Storm tried to counter that DP. Man, look at these mix-ups. What do you do? Okay, you challenge with a button. That's what you do. Break. No break.
Ah, broke that, counter broke that so hard.
And Storm says he counter broke, but he went with heavy linker again, right? You see this? It's a choice he has to. I mean, he went with counterbreaker, but he tried to counterbreak, I should say. But it's another heavy linker for him. 1 chance. Yeah, he went with light, as most people will do there. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat here, but I get really frustrated fighting Hologram, which probably means he's playing the character correctly. I mean, Thunder is a grappler, a hybrid grappler, which means that, I mean, grapplers are frustrating to fight against in general, right? In every game, people get mad at grappling because it feels like they force you into guesses. But Hisako can also do that to you, so I think it just means that Hologram is very aware of what his opponents are trying to do at all times. And I feel like if you're trying to beat a grappler, you need to do the reverse to him. You don't just try to think, okay, he can command grab me, therefore he will command grab me. Or like you don't just randomly hold up or randomly not hold up. What you do is you try to read his intention, which is not always possible, but it will increase your odds of success. So if you can get a read on a playstyle, if you can think like command grab is coming because X, like you have a reason for X, like he hasn't done it for 5 mix-ups, or for example, you find a tell, for example, like after a cross up he always does tick grab or something like that. So it's more than just about what is possible, it's about what is my opponent's mindset, right? What is this? This sounds familiar. Oh, it doesn't sound familiar after all. We'll let it go. Paul says Thunder gets an ambiguous safe jump, and then you really have to guess. I mean, yeah, sure. But all fighting games are about close range guesses in the end, right? Like, for example, how do you survive Rashid corner pressure in Street Fighter V? The only way out is to make good decisions, not because you're reacting to stuff. And how do you survive Street Fighter 4 set play, or how do you survive? There's a bunch of different examples in different games you can give. And in the end, it's not just about guessing in the sense that, I mean, sometimes you do have to like make a straight up guess, but your guess can be informed by more things than just I'm playing against Thunder, therefore I must guess. You know what I mean? His reward for being correct is way higher, the risk is minimal. I mean, sure. That's fighting games though. If he's on offense, he gets high reward for being right. I wouldn't say the risk is minimal. If you make a right read, you can turn around offense for immediate damage and also your own Oki, which is high risk, or high reward, low risk for you. So, I don't know. Like, Thunder has good offense, but I think 15 different characters in this game have equally good offense. And I'm not sure you can get away from close range guesses no matter which game you pick. So it's something that you probably have to develop as a skill, learning to read opponents' tendencies. I'm speaking mainly if he's fighting a character with relatively low damage. Well, who has relatively low damage in Killer Instinct? There's like 2 characters, maybe 3, and most of those characters are really good at keep out, which Thunder struggles with. I think a lot of characters can match Thunder in the damage department. Like, fact, I would say over half can match him. That was a good decision from Storm to not parry. Got him? Yeah. Alright, that was a good comeback game from Storm. Every time you see a hologram do this DP thing, it's because he's predicting instant air Rekka, that thing. There's a good parry from Storm. And the delayed Rekka, or delayed manual, and I'm not sure why hologram chose to guess there. Storm is not going to stop his combo there, and I think that it's the worst possible time to guess.
Wow, okay.
Challenge, yes, there you go. Shadow DP or Shadow Grab will beat all follow-ups there. Man, I would have broken for sure. But neither player believed in it. Okay, there. Storm finally did it to Hologram. Storm is like, you're going to sit there, or you're going to be full screen and wait for my stupid dash up grab. Well, check this out. I think the shadow move for Hisako is super cheap. This is one of her better moves. And I think only, like, not talking about just the tick setup, but in neutral, this thing is cheap. This is 6+0, so it's only 1 frame slower than Thunder's, which is 5. Hey, Tetris. Yeah. I actually like, yeah, he says, I have to admit I'm a type B person. I like type B more too. So yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, this is, the range is only slightly less than Thunder's, and the startup is only 1 frame less than Thunder's. So this is basically Thunder's Shadow Grab on a character that has Hisako's forward dash speed. It's super cheap. And it does a ton of damage. It does 19%. It won't do 19% here because of the gut scaling. 15, yeah. But it also leaves a bit of white life on your opponent. It's like, it's good stuff.
I hate that so much.
Man, he was just mashing. You got away with it there.
No?
Sorry, just reading chat again. I don't know about, Climax says, I don't know about matching Thunder's damage. He has by far and away some of the strongest enders and his resets all hurt. I mean, yeah, for sure. But like, I'm just thinking about, in terms of characters who are at the peak of their momentum, I could name 10 characters who hurt as much as Thunder, I think. So I basically don't think Thunder is an anomaly in this game. I think you can easily match him hit for hit if you want to, and you pick the right character. And you don't have to necessarily just pick Mira. You can pick characters like Spinal, like you mentioned, who has the highest damage Shadow Linker and Enders in the game, or among the top 3 for those categories. And also starts all his combos with heavies, and, you know, he hurts a lot. So, yeah, and I agree that Hisako is top 10. I think she's really strong. Oh, nice reset, but she was holding up. And yeah, there's a break. Those situations are a lot harder for... Oh man, he reacted again. I was going to say, these situations are a lot harder to counter break because you have a lot more to lose than she has to gain. So I think if you're like trying to pick off a character's last bit of their life, resets are a little bit stronger in these situations because you don't have to take as much risk to kill them. Like if you tried to counter break on an obvious heavy auto double, you know, if you're wrong, you could lose a lot more life than she could gain. You know what I mean? So, but watch this reaction. Man, I love that he's ready for that. He's dead though to the hit, yeah.
That is so incredibly far. That's
Storm can't believe the range on that command grab. It's super, super far.
so hard to deal with because it's so nice punish. Oh, that was me trying to pop instinct.
What happened here? Storm says nice punish. Oh, he reeled out of the way of low there. And then Storm says he tried to pop instinct, so he got a break attempt. Man, why reset? Why not? No, I don't like that choice from Hologram. I think for sure cash out there. He's gonna take a lot of damage here, and he loses. Okay, he guessed right on the mix-up, but he could have lost the round. He still might lose the round. Wow, that was really smart from Storm. I like this a lot. So the parry is really smart awareness. This counter break into anti-air is even better awareness. I think he knows that Hologram is scared of various combo resets and was holding up there. So that means counter breaker is also hold up, which means no punish. And he's ready for this, like really in a situation where I feel like most players would not be ready. So this is really smart. He's gonna get out here, but right on to Storm. He took about as much life as possible. Well, yeah, and he got him. Shadow. I would just shadow. Okay, that works too. Man, smart from Storm. He took the minimum damage and dished out the maximum damage in all those scrambles. And definitely, when you watch sequences like that, you can see how much of a skill it is in this game to control scrambles. Climax says he thinks Glacius, or Climax thinks that Glacius is very good, but I don't see him as stronger than the other characters in top 5, same ones that Invil thinks are top 5, which for me are Mira, Arya, Omen, Rash, and Idol. Those are my top 5 characters. And Yoshi's Island music, yeah. But I think like you take out those top 5, and like there's like 12 or 13, maybe as many as like 15 characters who are like right below them. Like we're talking like 20 characters in the game are incredibly strong. And then like the other 9 are like just right below the next level. You know what I mean?
Oh, that stinks.
Alright, back to the match. Empty jump grab twice in a row. Another one. Empty jump low, and he parried low, so he was right. Get him. Oh, tried. Another medium break. Get him. I think if he picked heavy, it would have worked there. If he picks heavy air Rekka here, he gets him, but he tried to start a combo instead. Get him. Okay. Not enough wrath to start a combo. Medium? No, heavy. Or, I thought that was heavy for some reason. I would have probably reacted with something wrong. Is he gonna get him? No. Storm, don't dash in. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, he did it. Okay, don't. Oh my goodness. Don't do it again. Okay. He's trying to avoid that situation, but he doesn't really know how. Because Hisako has no walk speed. I think you can get in close. I think you can... His options here are not just dash. Like dash to here, and then you can like fake with neutral jump and like low air Rekka. Like you can fake movement. You don't have to just always do movement or nothing. So he says he tried to sweep. And that was a good break. That was a really late break too. And opener ender, he wasn't expecting the hit to hit. Instinct pop here. Okay, he's got him. Reset? No. Reset or waste out a bunch of instant. Yeah, Storm said he was trying to descent cancel there. Didn't come out. Punish, yes. Shadow, final. Got him. Heavy. Okay, not broken.
Wow, that's like the first time that's been this close.
Anti-air? Man, no anti-air. I'm surprised here. Hologram's good about this. I'm surprised he just let it get away with it. Probably thought he was going to stop it short, but I think you have options. Jumped? Wow. Okay, so he reacted to the dash with his own shadow. And one of them ran out of... the one who does it second runs out of invincibility later, so he gets in. Gets the hit. Got him again? Man, that is so far. Look at how far this is. Man, look at this range. Do you think a grappler can get you from this range? This must be like the tippy tip of the range. Man, that's so strong. DP? Man, no DP. He's got him? That was opener ender, yeah. He tried to ultra, but he wasn't in... Yeah, he wasn't in danger. But this is going to be a difficult match for Hisako to come back. Probably needs like 4 good decisions. There's one. I would not break at all here. Man, and Storm, I love the decision from Storm. He knows Hologram is not about to give up a counter breaker in the game. Well, pretty much the game. So what does Storm do? He's like, fine, you're not gonna break? Heavy, heavy. It's,
That was not supposed to be that heavy.
yeah, Storm says that was not supposed to be a heavy linker. Storm can easily win this. Man, drop. Oh, why? Get him. Oh my goodness, what a choice. One decision for his life. What is it? What would you do here? You guessed wrong. Man, that was a good comeback from Storm. He even made up with a bad decision on the reset / combo drop, so it worked out for him. People saying I love Omen, but I don't think he's as strong as other people think he is. So this is something that Sejam was talking about recently, where you talk about where you talk about tier lists and tournament versus like long sets and casual play. So I think Omen is a strong top tier because he's very safe and he's very easy execution. So he has really good control over the neutral, and his resets and his stuff is really stable, and it's quite easy to get damage with him. He doesn't have to take a lot of like super big risks, you know what I mean? So that means a lot when it comes to tier placement in terms of like practical tiers, you know what I mean? Other characters have like theoretical higher limits, but they're a bit more volatile. But I think Omen is the stable top tier. I like watching counter breakers. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, another good read from Hologram.
My mind said leave it alone, and my hands were already there.
You hear Storm? My mind said leave it alone, but my hands had already pressed the buttons. Yeah, we all know what that feels like, right? Got him? Got him. Light break guess. Oh, I know what this song is. Yeah, Shatter. This is a really cool game. It's on PC. It's like a Breakout clone, or Breakout remixed game. This is a really cool song. It has a good soundtrack. Nice techno soundtrack. Yeah, Jetstream is right. My most underrated player, or underplayed character is Idol, for sure. Yeah, and everybody, I think, who understands what Idol can do, or has tried to analyze other players playing Idol, know how strong the character is. Yeah, Snap, go check it out. It's called Shatter. It's on Steam. I think it's also on... it was on Xbox 360 Arcade. I don't know if it's on Xbox One, but it's on PC.
Try for the reset. Maybe I should.
Yeah, Storm says even the best Idol players are leaving damage and tools on the table. I agree, especially with Idol, but I agree. I think that's very true of every character in this game. But definitely, I think Idol is incredibly hard to maximize. That was not a setup from Hologram there. And here, he tried, man. Man, he tried for sure. You can hear the frustration in his voice. That jump fierce was so hard to anti-air. You have to be so preemptive.
I kind of feel like he wasn't watching my rap, but he was.
Sorry, I'll back up here and Storm. This is really smart from Hologram. He knows that Hisako is going to spend all the wrath, so this shadow counter is guaranteed. She can't parry. Storm then says, "I'm not sure Hologram was watching my wrath, but if he was, kudos." So I think this is one way to stop Hisako's scariest offense, is to be ready for when she tries to apply offense that can be shadow countered because she doesn't have enough wrath. So all you have to do is count normals. If she does 2 normals, that's already too much. If she does 2 normals into Rekka, she doesn't have wrath for cancel. So you can actually watch for it quite easily. You don't have to be like staring at this meter. You just have to see 2 normals, good enough.
I kind of feel like he wasn't watching my rap, but he was.
Light, and she guessed wrong. I'd spend 1, yeah. Spend 1 to get the kill for sure. Tick tick the grab. Setup, no. So Hologram knows that this is a soft knockdown, so he quick rises and punishes the attempt for Storm to get a meteor. A lot of players just let that be a hard knockdown, and then Storm gets, or Hisako gets, really dirty stuff there. So don't let that happen to you. Man, that was a really sick multi-layered setup, wasn't it? The command grab whiffed because he held up. He instinct pops here. And now this is the mix-up, whether he is going to attack on the way down, or whether he has already attacked on the way down during the freeze. Whether she is going to parry or not parry, or whether he's going to land and command grab, or whether he's going to, like, there's all sorts of stuff he could do here. What happens? They both land and do nothing. He backdashes, and Hisako jumps away. They were so scared of the mix-up, neither of them wanted to lose it.
I wasn't expecting him to go that direction.
Oh man, anti-air. And man, Storm got caught again. But that counter breaker is really strong from Hologram. He's done it like 4 times now, and Storm cannot seem to untrain his hands to break there. Sorry, what's going on here? Just check the chat again. People just talking about maximum damage. KI is a hard game to optimize, you know? It really is. No, no, no. You guys feel free to chat about anything you want. Don't worry about me. I'm just I'll just chat or catch up what I can.
That's a reset. I should be dashing a counter in there. Oh,
Man, and Storm tried to. What did he try to do here?
I should be dashing a counter in there.
He tried to. Okay, that wasn't the same situation as before.
Low.
But Storm's made a good comeback. He was down like 5-2 or something. Now it's 6-5.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, what a backdash. And reset into grab to like maximize the damage without giving more break chances. Oh,
Not a reset I go for very often.
Banjo Tooie music, yeah.
No, I never go for that reset.
Hey Hologram, how's it going? I've been talking shit about you for like an hour. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're playing really good. Man, there's mashing parry. Okay, I can respect that. Even though that was a guess. Like, not just a guess that he would reset, but a guess on what strength he would reset with. So, heavy, Shadow for sure, 100%. And I don't know why the reset comes there. Must be an input mistake. I don't think reset was a smart choice there. Okay, but he's got him either way.
Oh boy.
And definitely Hologram had to guess there. He had a one chance for level 4 ender, so he had to guess. Shadow counter? Oh. Okay. Mash parry again. He's got him, right? Oh, he didn't have meter to spend. Okay. What's he got? I would, yeah. Man, parry. Remember, this is first to 7, so Storm has to win this game. Oh no, input. Oh my goodness. Man, Storm is upset. What happened here? So he got hit and then like people like, oh man. He messed up the combo and Hologram was holding up. He's gonna lose. Wah! Is he gonna win? One hit wins. Get him. Yes! Storm! What a clutch decision. I'm a little puzzled, I have to admit, why Hologram did that. I think he has to expect Storm is approaching, especially since Thunder doesn't have meter for a Shadow Grab. I think you really have to be a little careful. Really smart decision by Storm, though. And that happened because he guess broke correctly on the stomp like 10 seconds earlier.
Definitely gonna happen.
Storm says Hologram is hard to reset. It's actually pretty annoying because I swear he hits me with 95% of his resets. Yeah. It always feels like that, right? It always feels like none of your resets work and all of your opponent's resets do work. But when you watch the set back, it actually probably is closer to 50-50 than you think it is. In the heat of the moment, though, definitely it feels like nothing you do works. Storm Hologram says, I wasn't looking at Storm's meter there. He still recalls this fight. Well, yeah, that's a hard lesson, eh? All right, this is the final game of the set. 6-6. What do we got? Reset. Okay. Man, cross up grab and Storm held up anyway. Knockdown. Let's the Wrath regenerate. Command grab. This is going to be a combo this time. Level 4. This hurts a lot because Storm had got a lot of white left built up from the earlier stuff. Yeah. So this is the situation I want to talk about. If you predict, I've talked about this in previous Hisako analysis with like Charbok and stuff. If you predict that, if you want to get avoid grab resets from Hisako, hold up forward. Don't hold up. This is what happens when you hold up, right? This tough situation where you don't want to like land in the grab, but you also don't want to play this stupid game where she's gonna wrath cancel or not. If you hold up forward, you beat both of them. You land and you have no fear at all. You can punish her for free, and she can't wrath cancel to save herself from a jump in. So by holding up, you put yourself in a bad mix-up. If you hold up forward, you avoid all the same stuff and lose to all the same stuff, but you will avoid this dumb mix-up at the end. All right. So Hologram loses the first life bar because of that decision. And now he's got a lot of... and he lost instinct. This is going to be breakable on heavy. Oh, he didn't break heavy. And Hologram's going to get mixed. Yeah, and you can't wrath cancel that. This is a 0 frame DP after the freeze. So there is no action. This is the hitting frame. What you're seeing right now is the frame that hits. Hisako can take no actions.
Nah, too close. I'll keep breaking it.
Storm says too close because he wanted the first hit to whiff. But definitely that was too close. And Storm says he's going to keep breaking those stomps because he doesn't care. Anti-air, no, he doesn't go for the anti-air this time. You see that? He tried to trip guard. He tried to trip guard the Fierce, but no jump attack from Thunder, which means he can block. Wow. Was that reaction? I don't know if that was reaction. Just a delayed guess. Did I dash under? Okay, I would have dashed under probably, because then you can trip guard for free. But okay, anti-air's alright. He gets recapture. Heavy. Oh man, no break. He's got him, right? Okay, I want to watch the sequence again. What happened? Anti-air, recapture. That's unbreakable because that was the opener. What now? No break from Hologram on this delayed heavy because when you're put in a situation that feels so gross because it feels like neither decision is correct. The neutral jump for the command grab is stuffed. He tried to land and do something, right? He tried to land and do something, yeah. He got a shadow out, right? Yeah, he has shadow meter. So he tried to do shadow grab. He just got immediately bonk stuffed. So Storm came back from like 5-2 or 6-2 down. I bet you Hologram was probably a little salty himself. Okay. We got a long ultra. Oh no, he canceled it. Right on. So that was a good set. I like that set quite a bit. It shows adaptation and how smart little decisions during your opponent's pressure can like save you damage in the long run. So I've been on for a while, but maybe I feel like doing a bit more. I don't know. If you guys are still up for a little bit, maybe I'll talk about some fun other stuff. Hologram says I was mentally broken after I lost the game before this one. Yeah, that was the one where Snorb went in and sniped his activation. Yeah, no, I definitely understand. It's really difficult to keep your mental composure. Like, I want to be clear that when I say like, oh man, you should have done this, or like, you know, like definitely you got too frustrated there, and I'm not trying to say like it's easy to not do that, because definitely when you're in the middle of a fight like this, an intense battle, what your brain wants to do and what your hands do are two different things, and it's incredibly difficult and perhaps even impossible to like actually reconcile those two things. So the best you can do is like try to keep it under control and like practice over time. But by no means am I saying, you know, every decision that was bad was people being terrible. Definitely, it's a more nuanced thing than that. Stepmania. I don't know if I'll play Stepmania tonight. I'm not sure that went over very well last time. Persona 4 is good. Okay, you know what I want to do? I want to watch... Do you guys remember this set that was played on Base's channel like maybe a year ago now? So yeah, anyway, before my final thoughts on that match that we just talked about. You should probably embarrass yourself in Stepmania. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people here are here to watch me play music games. Most people are here to watch me talk about fighting games. But we'll see. Maybe after I analyze the set, if I feel like playing a bit, maybe I will. But yeah. Yeah, I wanted to say the final thoughts on that set were basically just both players played really good, I think. Storm made a couple really good decisions that helped him make a comeback when he was frustrated. He tried to calm himself down and not think too much about it. Again, easier said than done. Hologram, I think, is a really strong player. His mix-ups with Thunder seem so difficult to stop, and they're very tailored for Hisako. You could tell that he was doing Hisako-specific stuff there to bait parry and do fake maities and stuff like that you wouldn't do against a DP character. You would just like play a different mix-up against a DP character. So that shows to me that Thunder, he's put a lot of thought into his Thunder mix-ups. It's not just running stock Thunder stuff that he bought on eBay. You know what I mean? He's actually designed stuff, and he's thought about it. Great set. I think Hologram was probably a little salty. He lost the set after having such a lead. Storm was salty earlier and used time to calm himself down to remove a bit of the salt. But yeah, good set. Okay, I'm gonna talk about, see if I can find this thing.